Hello, and welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley, and in this class, as we've been doing it this hour for this week, we're looking at how stress and syllable stress affects uh, the English language. We started earlier this week talking about syllable stress in individual words, like banana. Okay, how some syllables are pronounced louder, longer, more clear pronunciation of the vowel sounds, which is the centerpiece of a syllable. Uh, uh, we went on from that to extrapolate that idea how not only are syllables stressed in words, but we stress certain words when we speak, and that is why English language sounds like that's what creates both the timing and the rhythm of the English language. Now, because we stress certain words, mostly the major word forms. What are the major word forms, by the way? Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Let me welcome some students before I get ahead of myself. Let me say hello to Zoe. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Good morning or good evening.
Good. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Where are you? Good afternoon.
I'm Japan.
Oh, okay. All right. Where? Marshall Islands? Fiji?
I have
Guam?
no idea.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon by about 2 minutes. All right. You're in Japan. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Welcome to the class, Zoe.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Let me welcome a few others. Do a little microphone check thing before I get started. Hello, Heidi.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, as always. Good morning, Abimelech.
Good morning. Hi.
Hi. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. It's always a pleasure to have you in class. Nice to have you here. Hello, Salwa. I'm very happy to see you. Very happy to see you. I'm very happy to see you again. You made great progress yesterday in this class. In what we're talking about, all right? I seem to kind of like a light bulb went off and you got it, and I noticed that. I'm very happy to see you here today. Great. Right, okay. Hello, Oksana. Is it Oksana?
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Yeah, I'm okay. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Glad to hear it. And good morning, Xingyu. How are you?
I'm fine. After this class, I will have 5 lessons for my students.
Yeah? All right. You can teach them what I'm going to teach you today. All right?
I don't teach English.
Doesn't
I
matter.
teach history.
I don't care. I just don't care, Xingyu. You can tell them Genghis Khan came into Mongolia through the desert. Okay, you can teach them the rhythm as you teach history. All right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, I interrupted myself before I said hello. Yesterday, we were talking about how to recognize content words and function words, because we stress content words and we reduce function words. Today we're going to look at function words, and we're going to practice sentences, and we're going to specifically practice reducing the function words, shrinking the function word pronunciation and expanding the vowel sounds in our function words, in our content words to make them a little bit longer. We're going to concentrate on the reduced function words today. When I say content words, what am I talking about? Zoe, I can't ask you because you weren't in the class today, so I have to talk to somebody who was in class yesterday. Abimelech,
Yes.
what am I talking about when I'm talking about content words?
Content words, which are main words in a sentence, and
Yeah.
that are, I think, nouns, pronouns, adjective, etc.
Yeah, you're getting well, almost. Nouns, adjectives, yes. Nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs. The words with real meaning are considered content words, not pronouns. They actually belong in the pile with function words. So mostly content words are stressed in sentences because they're important. They are the meaning. They are the meat of the sentence. The connecting words like prepositions and a and the articles, auxiliary verbs have, has, had, the verb to be are all reduced. Okay. So, Salwa, what are you asking me here? Salwa, speak to me. Talk to me here.
Okay, I need to know
While
about when you reduce where we are yesterday, while we are. You didn't say while the whole word, or you shorten it to
which word are you talking
shorten
about?
the whole.
Well,
Uh,
while you were sleeping, while we were, well, okay. Well, that's a good question. While you're sleeping, you have many dreams. Well, of course, you and R can be contracted. You have to be careful with you and R. Okay? You really do. Well, you do and don't. Look, you and R can be contracted to look, of course, with the apostrophe to you're. You're here in class today, Salwa. You're here in
okay,
class. All right, notice it sounds like you're here in class. Of course, and actually that gets more reduced than the possessive pronoun like your pencil. It's strange because they're basically the same pronunciation, but you are gets reduced all the way down to your. Your pencil, we actually pronounce it more thoroughly because we want to show the difference between you are and your, like the possessive pronoun. Okay, hang on. Let me say hello to Mohammed. We'll get started. Hi. Hello, Mohammed. Welcome to the class. All right. Let's take a look at these function words. We're going to start with some of the commonly reduced function words and work on to others. This is not all of them. I'm going to take this bit by bit. We're going to start with articles, conjunctions, and prepositions. Okay, they are unstressed in connected speech. That means when we put words together into a sentence. Like speaking. Native speakers just reduce these automatically. The vowels are reduced to our friend, the schwa sound. That is, what is the schwa sound? What am I talking about? Heidi? What is the schwa sound?
Schwa sound is a relaxed sound, vowel sound.
What does it
Your
say?
mouth will be relaxed and they'll say, oh,
That's it.
whoa. Like hi.
Very, very dramatic, Heidi. Very dramatic, but absolutely correct. That's right. Heidi's absolutely correct. The extremely reduced sound which is the most common sound in English, because we substitute it whenever we have a reduced sound. We fully pronounce the vowels in our content words. Or I really should, to be clear, in the primary stressed syllable in our content words. And then we reduce the unstressed syllables, and we also reduce function words like articles, conjunctions, and prepositions. Sometimes we even delete a consonant sound. We just leave it out. Don't say it at all. We do this constantly. All right, English speakers, this is very normal. Let's start with some basics. Articles. Hello, Nader. Welcome to the class.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The word the actually has two pronunciations. Zoe.
Yep.
Okay. How do I say, okay, can you see the Verbling chat box?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Yes.
Okay. How do I say that what I just typed in?
The book.
That's it. The, just the sound. But, how do I say this next one?
The air.
Ah, very nice, Zoe. Excellent. Notice the addition of the Y sound. I pronounce, I and Zoe pronounce the differently when it's followed by a vowel.
Yeah.
The book, ending with the schwa vowel, so I can connect it with the B sound in book, the book. However, when it's followed with a vowel sound, I need some way to connect two vowels, because in English we never have two glottal stops between vowels. I can't say the air. We don't do that. Some languages do. It. We don't do that in English. We connect those vowel sounds with what are called glides. A glide is a Y or a W sound. We do this so that we can speed up our speaking when we have groups of function words. We can, or a function word and a content word, so we can join them very closely together and reduce pronunciation when we're talking function words. So we can get to the main part, which are our content words, which we're going to really pronounce. So Zoe correctly added a Y glide. Yeah. You hear the Y? The air. In fact, that is the entire purpose of a and an in the English language. Why do we have two different words that mean exactly the same thing and serve exactly the same purpose? There's no other reason than to reduce speech in spoken English. There's absolutely no other reason if you consider it. We use a, of course, before a consonant sound, a book, and we use an before a vowel sound. Vowel sound, this is very important, vowel sound, not an actual vowel. What do I mean? Oksana, can you see the Verbling chat box? Oksana? Hello.
Oh, sorry. Yes. I see.
Okay.
Did you hear me?
Okay, for example, if I'm going to use a or an, what with horse?
Horse.
Yeah. Would I use a or an with horse? You know, horse.
Mm, a horse.
Very good. Excellent. Of course, I say a horse. Of course, I say a horse. What do I say with hour? A or an?
Hour. An hour.
There you go. Okay, thank you for making my point. Both of these words start with H, but with hour, H is silent, so it starts with a vowel sound. So it doesn't, the letter, the actual spelling doesn't matter. A horse, an hour. I say an umbrella. I say a university. U's sometimes have a Y sound to start them. Okay, Mohammed.
Yeah.
May I ask that you please mute your microphone when you're not talking? Because we can hear the background sound.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Please. Thank you. Okay. Let's... Mohammed? Mohammed? Okay. Mohammed, I'm gonna have to mute you, okay? It's I can't talk through the background sound in your microphone. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. All right, let's look at conjunctions. Okay, the key is to think about, see these are phonetic, see these things here? These are word by itself, connected speech. It's showing the phonetic symbols. That's what that is. You don't have to worry about that, but I will draw your attention to that crazy upside down E. That's what Heidi explained to us was the schwa sound. Okay? These words are greatly reduced. Xingyu. Xingyu, are you there?
Hello, teacher. I'm here.
Okay, now this word is and. The dictionary pronunciation that you normally see, if you looked it up in the dictionary, is and. Agreed? Xingyu, right? Correct?
I totally agree with you.
All right, but when we speak in English, we're going to reduce that to this. What is that going to sound like? Un. More less I. Un. How does that work? Okay. In Western countries, we usually have salt and pepper on the table. Salt and pepper. Okay. You may even...
Can you type that?
What's that?
Can you type what you said?
Yes, I did. I was doing it as you were asking. Yes, as a matter of fact, you may see it written sometimes in informal writing or things like advertising or in a novel or something like that. You may actually see it written with just an N and an apostrophe to represent this reduced pronunciation. Salt and pepper. If you, Abimelech, if you heard salt and pepper, then I'm doing it right. Hooray for me. Yeah, black and white. Black and white. Now, in this case, notice something. Black and white. Salt and pepper. What am I connecting, Xingyu, what am I connecting and to? Salt or pepper?
Salt and pepper. Salt and.
That's it. I'm connecting it very tightly and closely. Smack. I'm smashing it together with salt. You're absolutely correct. That's right. Blacken. Black and white. That's right. Absolutely. Why? Because the vowel sound is in the beginning of so it's easier to connect it with the word in front. Either way, I'm reducing it. I'm making pronunciation of and very fast, very quick, and very tightly connected to the content word. That's it. All right. How about our next one here? Mohammed. Mohammed, you wanna? I know I just asked you to mute yourself, but can I ask you to unmute yourself? Mohammed? No? Yes? No? Come on, come on. Okay. Nadir, hi Nadir, by the way.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so what is or going to sound like? That's it. Same sound as you hear in bigger, smaller. Kenya. I'm reducing it. Kenya. Can you give us an example later?
Hear me?
What's that again?
You hear me? Hear me?
You were.
Hear me? Hear
You were
me?
me. That's an interesting example. Haha. You're down. Tricky. Okay, you're doing a couple things there. You, being a pronoun, we're going to look at later, is also reduced often to ya. How you doing? Okay, but notice that he's connecting it with a vowel sound O in R, in or, so he actually gives full pronunciation of you using the glide W to connect it. You were me. All right, that's absolutely correct. You're totally correct. You're still reducing or, but you're using the full pronunciation of you because you have to in order to connect it correctly. Interesting. Okay, that is absolutely correct. Salt or pepper? Salter. Salt or pepper? Black or white? Sounds like blacker. This paper is blacker than that one. Black or white? All right. You've got the idea. Zoe, I'm going back to you. How about as? What is as going to sound like?
As. Us.
Yeah, when I'm us. Us.
Us.
Can you give me an example?
Such as.
Well, you fully such as such as
Or as soon as possible.
Okay. Notice that. All right. I'm glad you did that. I was hoping you would do that. Okay. As something else. This is a common structure in English. She is as fat as the cow. As fat as a cow. Notice something's happening here. I don't reduce the first as, but I do reduce the second one. As soon as possible. The second one is as soon as possible. The second as, I'm really reducing. Actually, Zoe, you did it too. I don't know if you were thinking, but you also did it.
Okay.
I don't know why, but we tend to, because this is a kind of a standardized phrase structure, we tend to fully pronounce the first as and really reduce the second one. As sly as a fox. All right. So, and then other times we use as a conjunction to connect two phrases. He was coming in as I was going out. He was coming in as I was going out. All right. When we're connecting as a conjunction, we definitely reduce it. Okay, Nader's asking, can we pronounce you or me as your me? No, we can't. No. That's why I'm saying you were correct to throw the glide W in there. You were. You're me. No, because that sounds too much like the possessive. Your, which your, the possessive, your pencil, we reduce to your. So it sounds way too much like you're me, which is quite confusing. Philosophically and also in pronunciation. All right. Let's look at another one here. Heidi, fan is the dictionary dictionary pronunciation.
Dan.
Van. You're smarter than me, but no, believe me, nobody ever pronounces it that way in English. What is the reduced pronunciation?
Then.
Then. Yeah. Again with the schwa. Then.
If I pronounce Dan, it's very strong.
It's very strong and it sounds very weird.
Yeah.
You're smarter than me. Does that sound weird? It sounds weird to me, and I'm the one saying it. You're smarter than me. Then. Very fast. You're smarter than I am. Okay. This is a word that really I can. There could be occasions, all right, when we may want to stress any of these function words we're looking at today. It is possible to stress them. I am not saying it's impossible under the right circumstances. For example, and if a waiter steps up to you and says, our specials today include the veal cutlet parmesan, and we also have a lovely flambéed fresh walleye pike. Your entree will come with soup or salad. Would you like soup or salad, sir? Soup or salad? You might say, I want soup and salad. You might totally stress and because it's a correction. I don't want or. I don't want one or the other. I don't want a choice. I want them both. I want them both. I'll stress both. I want soup and salad. So it is possible to stress any word in the English language given the perfect circumstances. But 99.9% of the time, of course, we're going to reduce it. All right, let's look at some prepositions. Abimelech. To.
Yeah.
Is the word by itself. To. How does it sound reduced?
Yeah.
That's it? Can you put it in a phrase?
I'm going to market.
Yeah, you are. That was perfect. Very, very nice. Excellent example. Okay. Salwa, for, of course, is a full pronunciation. The full pronunciation of for actually sounds like two syllables because of the there's kind of a for there's kind of a W glide sound. So of course we must reduce it. We're going to eliminate it. We don't need two syllables. What does it sound like reduced?
For.
More like fur. When we have the schwa in front of the R, it sounds just like the R in bigger, smaller.
For.
And just like fur. Actually, it's going to sound just like the English word fur, hair on an animal. Fur. Fur. What's for dinner? Try that.
What's
Salwa.
for? Okay. What's for dinner?
No, that was
What's
horrible.
for dinner?
That was terrible. What's fur? What's fur?
What's for?
No,
What's
fur.
for dinner?
No.
Oh.
Fur. Can you say bigger? Bigger.
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 Okay, that's better. Okay, what's for?
What's for?
No, no, no. Imagine it's a different.
For.
Imagine it.
For.
Fur.
Imagine
For.
it's a different word. It's a what's. What's for? What's for?
What's for?
Close there. Not quite getting it though. It's just like the in bird and word and bigger and smaller. What's for?
What's for?
What's this? Okay. Not quite. It's more Okay, this one we got to practice. All right. Reduced, it's just like fur. I actually, there's something else I forgot to say about two. Two, because in its full pronunciation has a W sound. Two. We do use full pronunciation when we're connecting it with a vowel. To arrive. I want to arrive at 8 o'clock. But we use reduced pronunciation when we're connecting it with a consonant. Got to work. Get to work. Okay. There's one you can practice the reduced pronunciation of fur. It's very common. All right. What are you gonna have for dinner? Of. All right. Of. Okay, I'll handle this one myself. Is going to be short and fast of when it's connected with a vowel. Of air, a bag of air. You're going to hear the V sound. But when it's connected with a consonant, it just sounds like the schwa sound all by itself. All right, a bag of donuts. Baga. A bag of donuts. I bought a bag of donuts. Okay. Not going to concern myself with too much, and you shouldn't either. It's fast, so it's a little bit reduced, but and are very close they sound very similar, right? So you can barely hear the difference in pronunciation. You can just say it fast. It is reduced, but extremely slightly. Same thing really with from. It's just faster instead of from. It's from. He's from Australia. From, just really fast. On and from, really fast vowel sound. At, however, that's a pretty bold sound. Oksana, what would at sound like?
At.
Fast. That schwa sound is fast.
At.
That's good. That's excellent. That's very good. Can you try to use it in a phrase?
One.
For example, okay.
For example, what mean?
As an example, we arrived at the station. We arrived at the station.
We arrive at the station.
Okay. We arrived at the station. We arrived at the station. In fact, at and the together get even more reduced. It sounds like etta. We arrived at the station at 4 in the morning. Very, very reduced. At and the go together a lot in English, so the whole construction at the gets etta. And you're going to see that. Now, we're looking at individual words. But when we have collocations of individual function words, which are common in English, we really, really, really reduce them. It's very common. What are you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Whatcha? Okay, really reduced. When we combine function words all together in groups of twos or threes words, if they're very commonly used, they really get reduced. You lose entire words in the mix. Okay, in, un, all right, very close. Let's practice. It's practice time. I want to hear how you guys sound. All right, looking at the things we just looked at. We're going to take turns trying this. Heidi.
Yeah.
Sorry. Where am I? I'm lost. No, I'm sorry. I'll come back to you. Sorry. Xingyu. Sorry, Heidi. Xingyu, number 1. Just read it.
That's the best one.
Okay, that's the best one. Nice job. One thing Xingyu did, he highlighted or he stressed that. Good job. Yesterday, I discussed very briefly that determiners, that's the best one. We're using this that's as a determiner. Some determiners are used, are stressed. This, these, those. Okay, in this case, that's. If it's a determiner like these, those, this, that you would basically point at, you're mentally pointing at it when you say it. It gets stressed. It actually belongs with the stressed or the content words. That's the best one. Very close joining with the rest of the sentence. The best one. Okay, that was a good job. Mohammed is gone. Okay, Nader. About number 2.
It's the only one.
It's the only one. All right. The O. Though, the. Wait a minute. Can I hear that again?
It's the only one.
Ah, there you go. Okay, the only one. Looking for that Y glide between the vowel sounds. It's the only one. All right. So the pronunciation is different. The. Okay. Very good. Zoe, number 3.
Yes.
Number
That's
3.
that's one of a kind.
Okay, good job. The whole back end of this sentence is going to get joined together very, very closely. One of a kind. One of a kind. Sounds like one word. Sounds like one word. All right, that was very good. Heidi, how about number 4?
It's an extra big drink.
It's an extra big drink. Okay, that was good. But another point I want to make about this, it's an extra big drink. When we, okay, drink, of course, is a noun. Working backwards here. Big is the adjective. Extra, we're using to modify the adjective, using it as an adverb here. When we have modifying adverbs, especially extreme modifying adverbs, it's a really big drink. It's a very big drink. It's a extremely big drink. We tend to really highlight, not only do we stress this adverb normally, we really, really stress it. That's called highlighting one word in a sentence. This is very common. Usually every sentence or clause, really, I must say, every clause has one word that's really, really stressed, especially when that's an adverb.
Then I need to say, it's an extra big drink.
That sounds much better. Good job. Excellent job. Excellent job. There I go. I'm stressing the excellent. Okay. Now let's look at the, let's practice the conjunctions here. Abimelech, number 5.
Okay. I love bread and butter.
Bread and butter. Try one more time.
I love bread and butter.
Bread and butter. Okay. That was pretty good. All right. Good job. Okay. Salwa, number 6.
Okay. A pub for 6 people are going.
Yeah, you have problems with that Fiver. It's going to sound like fiver, which, by the way, is slang for a $5 bill in English. We call it a fiver.
Fiver.
Fiver, like it's one word. It is one word. In reality, it's a slang for $5. Can I borrow a fiver? 5 or 6 people.
5 or 6 people.
Closer.
Fiver.
You're getting closer. That's better. Ooh, that last one was good. Good. Fiver. 5 or 6 people are coming. All right. The last one was really good. I'm just going to stop there. Okay. Oksana, number 7.
It's as cold as the ice.
It's as cold as ice.
It's as cold as ice.
Okay. Again, this very common construction as usually as adjective, as word or phrase is very, very common. It's called a simile. It's a comparison. It's a form of metaphor. Okay, it's a kind of analogy, actually. For some reason, we more strongly pronounce the first as and really super reduce the second one. As cold as ice. It's as cold as ice. I guess I guess it's a way of introducing this type of clause, I suppose, to make it understood that it's an analogy. Okay, Zinio?
I have a question. You speak number 5 so fast. Can you slow down the speed?
That's the whole point. Actually,
Number 7. Number 7.
Okay. That's kind of the whole point, is that you're saying it fast because you're speeding up the reduced sounds. But I'll try to slow it down. I'll imagine myself in slow motion. It's as cold as ice. It's as cold as ice. There. Which sounds very, very weird to me.
Teacher,
Okay.
let me try this again. Can you hear I pronounce this?
Sure.
It's sans cold as
Well, of course, it sounds ridiculous because you're slowing down the words that is the purpose to speed them up, the whole reason you're reducing them. Try it at normal speed. It's as cold as ice.
When I never hear before I joined the Wolverine, I never heard this.
Yeah, I believe it. In most, yeah, I know. Everywhere around the world, second language English speakers always tell me they never hear this type of
college.
Yeah.
In my college, my English teacher didn't teach this like you.
Yeah, I know. It's sorely lacking in English education, second language. I realize that. It's but not just where you are, but all over the world. They just don't teach rhythm, reduction, intonation. They don't teach that. It's fairly essential, actually. It's ignored. Sadly so. Zinio, it is your turn anyway. You want to try number 8?
Are you taller than me?
Very good. The reduced word than me. Okay, you joined it very nicely. You reduced it. Are you taller than me? Are you taller than me? You is also reduced here. Are you taller than me?
Are you taller than me?
That's good. Yes, I am, Zingyum. I am taller than you.
You don't
I'm
know.
sure of it.
I'm
I'm.
very high.
Oh, really? I'm 180 centimeters. How about you?
Mm. Can you repeat? How high?
I'm 180 centimeters.
Oh, you are taller than me.
Ah, very good. Excellent job. Okay. Moving on. Nader, number 9.
Please talk to me.
Talk to me. Excellent. Talk to me. Sounds like one word. Nicely joined. Reduced to. That was very good. Perfect. Zoe, number 10. Ooh.
Yes. It's a 2-for-1 sale.
Fur.
Two
I don't know.
for one.
I don't know why, but many people get this reduction. They have a very hard time reducing this. And look at this. This belongs. This is actually one word. When you see a hyphenated word like this, this really is considered as one word. So this is a reduced. Now it's become a reduced syllable in the word. It's a 2-for-1 sale. It's a 2-for-1. 2 for 1.
It's a 2-for-1 sale.
Yeah. Here. Okay. Let me hang on. For you and for Salwa and for anybody else out there. Okay. The fur. I'm getting ready to kiss you all. Okay. Fur. The I'm actually drawing my tongue back and pushing out my lower lip. 2 teeth, bottom on the lip for the F. 2 fur. Notice my lips. Fur.
Two fur.
That's good. That's good. All right. 2-for-1.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
2
2
for 1.
for 1. 2
1.
for 1.
Your fur is great, Xingyu. Your 1 needs work. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Okay. All right.
I just emulate your action.
I know, and it's good. That's good. I was kind of hoping everybody would do that, actually. But of course, with your microphone on, off. I mean, muted. All right. Let's continue. Heidi, number 11.
That's the best of all.
All right. Now here, there really is kind of a silly sentence because there's no real reduction. We're going to fully pronounce of. The is the and of is of because it's followed with a vowel sound. All right. So that was perfect. 12, very minor reduction. Abimelech.
Okay. Put it on the table.
Put it on the table. Put it on. Close up the. You've got three function words in a row here. It on the. You could close that up a little bit.
Okay. Put it on the table.
Oh, that's better. Oh, that's good. There you go. That's it. That's it right there. Nice. Put it on the table. All right. Which, this reduced form, this is why many second language students can't understand, like, an American movie. Just put it on the table. Because it sounds like it's one word. It's so tightly joined, they can't discern, what is that word? Put it on the table. It's not a word. It's a whole bunch of words. It's groups of function words all smashed up together. Okay. When I've actually done intensive work with students in reduction and rhythm, the thing is, they will speak what I consider to be better, more understandable. But the first thing that I noticed when I was working in an academy and I did a course on this, And we frequently tested these students, assessed their abilities in listening, reading, speaking, writing. The thing is, what I noticed is that their speaking improved a little bit, not much, but what improved very quickly, there was always a big jump when students took this course with me, a big jump in listening skills, a sudden big jump. And I think grasping the idea and actually hearing it and understanding what it is really helps your list. This should have been a listening class. In other words, I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway, to continue, Salwa, number 13.
How it from you just not reducing it, or
Just try it.
you okay. I'm from Canada.
Yeah,
From
that's
Canada.
fine. It's a from just fast. Just yeah, that's it. That's it. It's not a big deal with from. It's just faster than the dictionary sound. That's fine, Salwa. You got it. That one's fairly simple. Oksana, how about number 14?
I go to school at Northwest.
Norquest. Goda. Oh, okay. Well, oh, Goda.
I go to school at Northwest.
Yeah. Of course, I go to school at Norquest. Okay, British. All right, British and Americans. British also reduce. Everything I'm telling you is equally valid for British speakers or Australians. Canadians. It doesn't matter. Okay. But one little difference here in this specific example for American accent training, for example, this T, because it's surrounded on either side by vowel sounds, for an American it's going to sound like Goda. Well, it sounds like a D. It's called a fast D or a flat D. I go to school at Norquest. Which actually helps to reduce even further. Sometimes you may hear, oh, Americans' pronunciation, they're lazy. They reduce things too much. Well, I don't understand the logic of that because British also reduce function words just as much as Americans do. Americans just take it a step farther. Why? Because we're Americans. I go to school. You like that, Zingu? Thank you. Thank you, Zingu. I'll be appearing here. I'll be appearing
I like
here.
your TV style.
Yeah, I'll be appearing here at Verbling daily at 11 and 12 o'clock. Thank you very much. Please come back. Bring your friends. All right. Tip your waitresses on your way out. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Fooling around here. Okay, Zingu, actually, you're up. Number 15. Zingu? Yeah.
She is 1 in a million.
Faster. She's 1 in a million.
She's 1 in a million.
Okay. She's 1 in a million. She's is reduced, and then you rise up high, and then you rise up high again. She's 1 in a million, like that.
She's 1 in a million.
in a million. Okay, all right, that's pretty good. More ers. Okay, the verb to be, pronouns, auxiliary verbs. I could use another hour. I should have added another class because we have a whole lot more reductions to look at here.
Maybe you can continue this lesson tomorrow.
I would like to, but I can't schedule it. It's not possible at this late date. Nader, yeah, it appears that you are correct. There should be more classes to this series. Okay, tune in next week when I will attempt to be humorous and attempt to add more classes to this series because it seems painfully obvious that I should do that because I really don't have enough time to cover all of this material. And I have a lot more material as well. So, yeah, for practice, I agree. Next week, come on back, everybody. I'll do another short course at, I think, at this time. I believe I have this time already reserved. So thank you, everyone, for your support. Okay, let's look at a couple at least. Okay, the verb to be, of course, gets used as an auxiliary verb, but okay, here's a special little nugget for you. The verb to be, of course, it's used as an auxiliary or helper verb. He is running. So we actually join it with the pronoun to make a contraction. He's running. Of course, we reduce it a lot, especially when it's an auxiliary verb. It's used to create a passive. It's used in the continuous tenses. Even when it's used in a simple present or past sentence, even then it's reduced. So the verb to be is a little bit of an exception in that we do not ever reduce the main verb in a sentence. We reduce the auxiliaries that create the verb tense, sure enough, of course, all the time. But the main verb, it cannot be reduced. For example, I'm gonna go to Manila. I'm gonna go. I am going to go. I'm using a simple future here. So I reduce going to go to gonna. I'm gonna go to Manila. But if I just say directly, I am going to Manila, if going is my main verb, am going, present continuous tense, I can't reduce that. It sounds totally bizarre and it sounds crazy. I'm gonna Manila. That sounds crazy. It sounds like I'm going to do the thing called Manila. What is that? Some kind of a dance? It's a dance move. Watch me now. I'm gonna Manila. It doesn't make sense. You can never reduce a main verb. However, exception time. However, we do sometimes reduce the verb to be even when it's the main verb. That's the point I'm trying to get to. Are becomes what? Are becomes Nader. Are becomes
Or
are becomes are with the mouth open becomes the very relaxed. Okay.
So
Okay.
we're,
Yeah.
we're.
Right. And okay, and then again when you throw that verb to be in with pronouns, right, you're creating a contraction which is also going to be well, it's already obviously a reduced form. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to Manila. Right. We're there. They are.
So
Sounds
you
just like the
reduce
word
we as
there.
well, not we. We're.
Where? No, we sounds we can't really reduce it. We doesn't really get reduced. You know,
Okay.
yeah. Trying to think of a logic to explain that, but I can't. But it just doesn't really get reduced. Am, on the other hand, Zoe becomes yeah. What? Um, what are you gonna say? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but not even really, because we usually throw it in with a contraction. Of course, it's usually, obviously, we use am with I, so of course it just becomes I'm. It doesn't become I am. We don't even do that. Just I'm.
Right.
Okay. Clearly, we're gonna have to do more work on this next week. Great. Gives me a plan for my classes next week. Thank you all very much. And I hope you guys can join me next week. I'll jump back into this again. Thanks a lot, and see you guys soon.
Thank you.
Thank
Good job, everybody.